Have you ever wondered why, as we navigate our 60s and beyond, some aspects of our physical well-being don't quite maintain the vibrant energy they once did? It's a conversation many of us might find ourselves shying away from, but it's a very real concern for so many men, touching on our confidence, our intimate relationships, and simply our overall sense of vitality. That feeling of frustration, of disappointment, when your body just doesn't cooperate the way you'd like it to, especially in those private moments, can be truly disheartening. It's a silent struggle for far too many, and it impacts so much more than just the physical. What if I told you that a common, seemingly innocent choice many of us make every morning, a simple breakfast ritual, might actually be working against you, subtly undermining your vitality and, yes, even your erections? It's a surprising truth, and it's right there in your fruit bowl. In this video, we're going to dive deep into 7 common fruits that many of us eat for breakfast, thinking we're doing ourselves a world of good, but which could actually be detrimental to your erectile health, especially if you're over 60. We'll explore why, and more importantly, what smarter choices you can make instead to reclaim that vigor. Make sure you watch right to the very end, because I've got something truly surprising that just might change the way you think about your morning meal forever. So, let's peel back the layers and talk about the first fruit that might be causing more trouble than you realize, especially when you're enjoying it as a solo breakfast act. That beloved banana. Now, don't get me wrong, bananas have their place. They're convenient, they offer potassium, and they provide a quick burst of energy. However, for men over 60, especially when consumed on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, a ripe banana can deliver a significant sugar punch. Think of it like this. Your body processes the carbohydrates in a ripe banana very quickly, turning them into sugar in your bloodstream. This rapid influx of sugar causes your blood glucose levels to spike. When this happens regularly, particularly day after day with your first meal, your body has to work overtime to produce insulin to bring those sugar levels back down. Over time, this constant roller coaster of blood sugar spikes and crashes can lead to insulin resistance, a condition where your cells become less responsive to insulin. This is crucial because insulin resistance is a major contributor to damaged blood vessels and impaired circulation. And what are erections fundamentally about? Healthy, robust blood flow. When the delicate blood vessels in your body, including those essential for erectile function, are repeatedly exposed to high sugar levels and the inflammatory responses that follow, they can become stiff and less pliable. This process, often called endothelial dysfunction, means those vessels struggle to relax and expand, which is exactly what's needed for blood to flow freely and create an erection. So, while a banana might seem like a healthy start, its high glycemic impact for breakfast, especially without balancing it with protein or healthy fats, can unknowingly contribute to the very issues you're trying to avoid. Moving on, let's consider something even more concentrated in its sugar impact: dried fruits. We're talking about those seemingly innocent raisins, dates, dried apricots, or even dried cranberries you might sprinkle on your cereal or yogurt. These little nuggets might seem like a wholesome snack, packed with fiber and nutrients. But when fruit is dried, its water content is removed, which drastically concentrates its sugar content. Imagine a handful of fresh grapes versus a small box of raisins. You'd eat far fewer grapes to feel satisfied, but it's incredibly easy to pop a generous handful of raisins without thinking twice. That small handful of dried fruit often contains the sugar equivalent of several servings of fresh fruit, but without the hydrating volume to slow down absorption. When you consume these concentrated sugars for breakfast, particularly after a night of fasting, your body receives an even more intense sugar jolt than with a fresh banana. This leads to an even sharper blood sugar spike, putting more strain on your pancreas and contributing more rapidly to insulin resistance and systemic inflammation. Chronic inflammation and compromised blood vessel health are direct adversaries of healthy erectile function. The tiny, delicate blood vessels responsible for an erection are particularly vulnerable to this kind of damage, So, while dried fruits can be a source of nutrients, their super concentrated sugar content makes them a less than ideal breakfast choice for men over 60 who are mindful of their circulatory and erectile health. It's about being aware of the hidden sugar bombs that might be lurking in your otherwise healthy-looking breakfast. Now that we've looked at how those first few fruits can throw a wrench into your morning, let's keep going and discover more about what might be lurking in your fruit bowl. The next one on our list might surprise you because it's often touted for its enzymes and tropical goodness: pineapple. Fresh pineapple is certainly delicious and contains bromelain, an enzyme that some studies suggest has anti-inflammatory properties. However, just like bananas, pineapple, especially when ripe, is quite high on the glycemic index. This means its natural sugars are rapidly absorbed into your bloodstream, leading to a quick and often significant spike in blood sugar. Think about it: a generous serving of chopped pineapple in your morning fruit salad, or a large glass of pineapple juice, can quickly load your system with sugar without the balancing act of protein or healthy fats. For someone over 60 whose body might not be as efficient at managing blood sugar fluctuations as it once was, this can be particularly problematic. Regular blood sugar spikes contribute to the ongoing damage of blood vessels and the development of insulin resistance, both of which are central to the challenges of maintaining strong, consistent erections. The delicate lining of your blood vessels, known as the endothelium, is crucial for producing nitric oxide, a compound essential for relaxing blood vessels and allowing blood to flow into the penis. When blood sugar levels are chronically elevated, this endothelial function can become impaired, reducing your body's ability to produce enough nitric oxide, and consequently, making it harder to achieve and maintain an erection. So, while pineapple has its health benefits, its high sugar content at breakfast time, especially in larger quantities, could be inadvertently working against your goals for robust circulatory and erectile health. It's all about context and how your body processes it first thing in the day. Moving right along, let's talk about the next fruit that might be a hidden culprit: the luscious mango. Oh, how we love a sweet, juicy mango, especially in the warmer months. They're rich in vitamins and antioxidants, and undeniably tasty. But here's the rub. Similar to the fruits we've already discussed, mangoes, especially very ripe ones, are packed with natural sugars and have a relatively high glycemic index. This means a generous serving of mango for breakfast can send your blood sugar soaring quickly. Just imagine slicing into a large, ripe mango and eating it all by yourself. That's a significant amount of sugar hitting your system in one go, without much to slow its absorption. For men over 60 who may already be contending with slower metabolism or pre-existing conditions like insulin sensitivity or prediabetes, this rapid sugar load can be particularly taxing. Persistent high blood sugar levels contribute to glycation, a process where sugar molecules attach to proteins and fats, forming harmful compounds called advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. These AGEs can damage various tissues in the body, including the walls of your blood vessels. This damage compromises the elasticity and function of your arteries and veins, which are absolutely vital for proper blood flow throughout your body, including to the penis. The more rigid and less responsive your blood vessels become, the more difficult it is for them to expand and allow the necessary blood rush for an erection. So, while mangoes are a delightful treat, consuming them in large quantities for breakfast, day after day, might be silently chipping away at your vascular health and, by extension, your erectile function. Next on our list is a summer favorite, often consumed in large, refreshing slices: watermelon. Now, many people hear about watermelon and think of L-citrulline, an amino acid that the body converts to L-arginine, which can then help produce nitric oxide, great for blood flow. And it's true, watermelon does contain citrulline. However, the primary challenge with watermelon for breakfast, especially for men over 60, isn't its citrulline content, but rather its high glycemic load when consumed in typical portions. Watermelon is largely water. Yes, But its carbohydrate content is mostly in the form of rapidly absorbed sugars. Eating a couple of large slices, which is quite common, can deliver a significant amount of sugar into your bloodstream very quickly. This rapid sugar spike, particularly first thing in the morning when your body is more sensitive to insulin, can place considerable stress on your blood sugar regulation system. The more frequently you experience these sharp sugar surges, the more likely you are to develop insulin resistance and contribute to chronic inflammation in your blood vessels. As we've discussed, healthy, elastic blood vessels are fundamental for robust circulation, and that includes the efficient blood flow needed for erections. While the citrulline in watermelon is a positive, the sheer volume of quickly absorbed sugar, especially without the balance of protein or healthy fats, can counteract those potential benefits by contributing to vascular damage over time. It's about the overall impact of the food on your system, particularly at a vulnerable time like breakfast. Then there are grapes. Those convenient, poppable little bursts of sweetness, whether they're red or green. Grapes are another fruit that, while delicious and containing antioxidants, can be a high sugar load for breakfast. It's incredibly easy to eat a large handful of grapes without realizing just how much sugar you're consuming. Unlike some other fruits, grapes have a relatively low fiber-to-sugar ratio, meaning their sugars are absorbed very quickly into your bloodstream. This translates into a rapid blood sugar spike that your body, particularly as you get older, might struggle to manage efficiently. Consistently starting your day with a significant sugar spike from foods like grapes can lead to the same cycle of insulin resistance and chronic inflammation that we've been discussing. This inflammatory environment is detrimental to the delicate lining of your blood vessels, making them less capable of expanding and contracting properly. For men over 60, maintaining optimal blood vessel health is paramount for everything from heart health to, yes, erectile function. The ability of the penile arteries to dilate and allow blood to flow in freely is directly linked to their flexibility and the health of their endothelial lining. When grapes contribute to regular blood sugar surges, they can inadvertently worsen the very vascular issues that lead to erectile difficulties. It's not that grapes are inherently bad, but their specific sugar profile and ease of overconsumption make them a less than ideal solo breakfast choice for men seeking to optimize their circulatory health. Finally, let's talk about what might be the biggest hidden sugar culprit of all: orange juice, and even large quantities of whole oranges eaten for breakfast. Many of us grew up believing a glass of orange juice was the quintessential healthy start to the day. Unfortunately, for men over 60, it can be one of the most problematic. When oranges are juiced, the beneficial fiber is largely removed, leaving behind a concentrated liquid sugar bomb. A single glass of orange juice can contain as much sugar as a can of soda. But without the fiber to slow down its absorption, this means an almost immediate and significant spike in your blood sugar. Even consuming several whole oranges for breakfast can deliver a substantial sugar load, though the fiber does offer some slight mitigation compared to juice. But for someone whose body is already facing challenges with insulin sensitivity, or who wants to protect their vascular health, this concentrated sugar surge first thing in the morning can be highly detrimental. Regular exposure to these high sugar levels damages the delicate inner lining of your blood vessels, leading to stiffness and reduced ability to dilate. This hardening of the arteries, or atherosclerosis, directly impairs blood flow throughout your body, including to the penis. Erections fundamentally rely on healthy, flexible blood vessels that can expand rapidly to allow blood to engorge the tissue. When these vessels are compromised by years of sugar damage, achieving and maintaining an erection becomes increasingly difficult. So, while oranges are packed with vitamin C, the way we often consume them for breakfast, particularly as juice, can be a major factor silently working against your erectile vitality. We've covered quite a few surprising fruits, haven't we? So, we've explored how certain fruits, especially when eaten for breakfast, might be inadvertently contributing to challenges in the bedroom. Things like those super sweet bananas, concentrated dried fruits, juicy pineapples, lush mangoes, refreshing watermelon, easy to eat grapes, And even that seemingly healthy glass of orange juice can all throw your blood sugar out of whack, leading to inflammation and damaging those delicate blood vessels that are so crucial for healthy erectile function. Now, I know this might sound a bit daunting, and it's certainly not about cutting out all fruit forever. Not at all. This isn't about deprivation. It's about being mindful, especially in the morning, and making smart, informed choices that empower you. Remember, your body is incredibly resilient, and even small shifts can make a truly profound difference to your health and your confidence. It's about empowering you to make choices that support your vitality and confidence at any age. And this brings us to that surprising truth I promised you at the beginning. It's not just about avoiding these particular fruits for breakfast. The real power lies in understanding that you can actually transform the impact of your morning meal, even if it includes some fruit, by simply adding the right things to it. The surprise is this: your morning meal should be about balance, instead of just fruit. Pair your fruit with a generous serving of high-quality protein, like eggs, Greek yogurt, or a protein smoothie, and healthy fats, such as avocado, nuts, or seeds like chia or flaxseed. This combination dramatically slows down the sugar absorption from the fruit, preventing those sharp blood sugar spikes that are so damaging to your blood vessels. And here's the truly powerful part. Certain foods and spices can actively boost your body's own ability to produce nitric oxide, the crucial molecule that relaxes blood vessels and improves circulation. Think about adding a sprinkle of cinnamon to your oatmeal, which can help with blood sugar control. Or consider incorporating foods rich in compounds that support nitric oxide, like a small amount of dark chocolate, at least 70% cocoa, or a spoonful of pumpkin seeds for a boost of zinc. These aren't just about avoiding the bad, they are about actively adding the good. The surprising truth is that you have so much power to positively influence your blood flow and overall vitality just by making smarter pairings and inclusions in your breakfast. It's about optimizing, not eliminating. I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any changes in your energy or vitality by adjusting your morning routine? Perhaps you've found a breakfast combination that really works for you. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your journey can inspire someone else, and we're all in this together, supporting each other on the path to better health. If this video has been helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel reach more people who can benefit from this vital information. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more practical advice to help you live your best life, full of energy and confidence. At every age, remember, every small step you take towards better health is a victory. You deserve to feel vibrant, confident, and full of life. Keep embracing these smart choices and live your best life at every age.